Hi everyone, it's Celeste and welcome to my channel. My channel is all about cosplay! I teach you tutorials on how to make the outfit, how to do the makeup so you can become the character of your dreams. Today, I'm wearing a shirt that I made. Do you like it? I just had a lot of fun. And this is scrap fabric. I decided not to put this tutorial on my channel. Today's tutorial is actually a very simple one and teaches you some of the basic things for making a cosplay. Today's tutorial is actually about how to make cute little bows. Making bows is essential for a lot of really shoujo style, magical girl characters, or there are some characters out there that need just cute little bows. It's very simple in my opinion, but if you have problems, make sure to leave me a comment down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on any future content. Normally, when you think of a bow, you use a piece of string and you just fold it and you just don't look happy with it. It turns out not fun. Like poop. Granted, I could have grabbed a longer string. So instead today, I'm going to be showing you how to make the shoujo style, super girly, anime style bows. This is really important for your sailor fukus, your hair bows, or for those animals that have a cute little bow on their neck. So now, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial! For making bows, you can literally use any size of material. If you have a size that you want, keep that in mind on how much fabric you'll need. Here, I'm demonstrating by using some scrap material. Start off by cutting out a rectangle from your fabric. Now cut out a smaller rectangle. This is going to connect two pieces of the bow in the center, essentially making the knot. I like to fold over the fabric to see how big the piece will be and then cut it out. With the larger fabric rectangle, you'll be cutting this in half and then sewing it in half. So essentially you're making this 4 times smaller than the size it already is. Cut your large rectangle piece in half. If you have enough fabric and you want a bigger bow, just cut a new rectangle. Fold over the rectangle and sew the sides, and a bit of the middle. Do not sew it closed. This is what it should look like. Make sure to lock your stitches. Invert this to get the right sides out. Repeat this with the other rectangle. Now for the smaller rectangle, sew off the entire top part and then go all the way down the tube. You want to leave just a small opening at the bottom and then flip it inside out. Tuck all the raw edges inside the seam. You don't need to close this area. So take out a hand needle and thread. Find the middle point of the rectangle and sew it in the middle. Sew down a little line. Okay, so sew down it. Pull the thread tight so the middle is now gathered. Then wrap the middle section a few times with the remaining thread. Close off the thread by sewing a few knots into the fabric and the thread that you just wrapped around. Cut off the excess. Repeat this process for the other rectangle. Make note of how big each rectangles are for this next part. Lay the smaller size rectangle on top of the larger one. Sew in between both of them in the middle. Wrap around the thread a few times and then cut it off. So originally I made this strip really long, so I decided to cut it because this piece doesn't have to be long at all, and that's why scrap fabric is great for this. What I like to do to make sure that this doesn't fray is fold it over once, almost like a hem, and then secure it down on the sides. This way, it isn't so bulky on the back with so many stitches. Go ahead and go to the front now and slowly wrap it around, making sure that everything is in order. When I mean that, you don't want any twists, bumps, or lumps, and make sure that the bow lays the way that you would like it to lay. When you're happy with it, repeat sewing down the edge. Now if you have too much fabric, go ahead and cut that off and then sew it down. Just a side note, if you're going to be adding any kind of hair clips or barrette accessories, this is where you would insert it now before securing the edge. If you're actually going to be using it for snaps or just sewing straight onto the outfit, you don't need to worry about that. Just go ahead and secure it down. Just for reference, the type of stitch I'm using here is a blanket stitch. So you sew it in and then you go through the loop that you already made to make it stronger. It's going to make a cute little line, but I think it's a very secure stitch. When you are finished with all your stitches and it's nice and secure, ta-da, you have finished your very own anime bow. Isn't it adorable? It is so cute. Look at that. It's adorable. So earlier Celeste thinks that she tried to make a bow and she felt really bad. So I'm gonna try to make this one scrap piece of fabric look nice as a bow. This is taking a lot of time and effort versus just sewing one to look the way you want. So this is just one little piece of fabric that can come undone. and it did, versus this bow, which can't come undone, like, at all, unless we cut it, but we don't want to do that. So it is highly recommended that you use this type of tutorial for your anime bows, whether that's for your super magical girl characters or your crazier style characters that have a random bow in their hair. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you have any questions or have any problems, leave a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer you guys. So, leave me a like if you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other videos floating around me. And remember to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, have another bow. And remember to stay inspired, be creative, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.